English learners. I am your host RS, and today we have gathered here for the on the spot debate competition, which involves battle of wits, quick thinking, strong reasoning, and confident speaking. Guys, you must be wondering what this on the spot debate is. Unlike traditional debates, this competition is all about spontaneity. So, before we explain the rules, I would like to introduce someone to all of you. And he is the most handsome, dashing, and quick witted one and only Mr. Y, my co host for this evening. Mr. Y, are you there?
Come on, RS. I paid you 100 rupees to praise me as much as you can, and you just use your 3-4 words for my appreciation. I am really disappointed from you, yaar.
Oh my. Why? You have paid so many girls, you know. Still, they are not appreciating you. What else you expect from
Oh,
me?
come on, don't be
Come
personal
on.
now. Don't be personal. Please, please. Okay, let's focus on the debate.
You
Let's
ask for
focus on the
appreciation. You have a hunger for appreciation. What can I do? let's let's
Anyways,
let's continue.
let's focus on the debate. Yeah, let's focus on the debate. So, I wholeheartedly welcome all the people who are present here, the participants, the judges, and the audience. I am your friend, Mr. Y, as you all know, one and only Mr. Y, the most famous guy of English learners, and I welcome you all for this lovely occasion of on the spot debate. So, before we explain the rules of the debate, I would just like to know, are you guys excited for this? If yes, just type a yes in the chat box. I want to see how much enthusiasm you carry because all the participants are very much enthusiastic. So I just want to know, is the audience full of the same enthusiasm? Yes. Yeah, come on, yeah, guys. You have a chance. You have the opportunity to spam this group as much as you can. On any other day, if you spam the group, Leo bans you. But today we can spam the group without any fear. Come on, yes, say yes. I will also say yes. Okay. So let's move forward. I will explain the rules of the debate. Uh, the participants already know the rules. It's for the audience. I'm going to explain the rules again. So the very first rule, uh, the debate has to be fair and engaging one. So for that, there should be no overlapping. The participants should not overlap while the other is speaking. Second, the participants should avoid using any external sources for any guidance or any help. The third rule, there should not be any personal attack on any participant or any religion or anything. Religious communications should not be there. Fourth, the participants should stay on the topic, which is the relevant topic. They should not talk anything other than the topic. And the further rules regarding time and speaking rules, I will ask my co host, the beautiful, the host, which is having the most sonorous voice in the world, Miss Aris, to explain the further rules.
Oh, thank you. I didn't pay you, but still you complimented me. Thanks a lot. So, guys, other let's move forward. So, the fifth rule is please stay on the topic. That you should be the things which you are saying should be relevant to the topic. Sixth one is no plagiarism. The argument should be original. Copy pasting is not allowed. Then time and speaking rules. You must be speaking within your time limit as it is given. And no delays. If a participant is unresponsive for the 30 seconds, they will be disqualified. Side switching rule. We'll elaborate this rule in round 3 and 4. And fourth one is judging and fifth and one is judging and decision. Arguing with or challenging the decision of the judges will not be tolerated, guys. Please keep in mind. And technical issues are your responsibility. We are Our team is not responsible for that. So please consider these things. It's a request. Now, moving forward, let me introduce Judge, who is very knowledgeable, profound speaker, and a great debater himself, Mr. Ayush, who will explain the judging criteria further. So please welcome.
Thank you, Aris, for your warm and kind words. So let me just get on with it. What exactly is the judging criteria? So, to ensure a fair and intellectual stimulating competition, participants will solely be judged on the following criteria. Statistics and numerical data will not be considered. This battle is of intellect, not a number game. Debaters must rely on logic, reasoning, and rhetorics to win. So, what exactly is the judging criteria for the first round? For the first round, the judging criteria will be logic and reasoning, and the argument strength will carry 10 points. Clarity and articulations will carry 5 points. Rebuttals and counterattacks, they'll carry 5 points. Confidence and composure will carry 5 points. Adherence to the rule, like no interruption, no cussing, etc., that will carry 5 points. So, in total, you'll have 30 points. 16 participants will be participating, out of which 8 participants will advance. That's all for this round.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Ayush, for explaining the rules. And I wish you all the best for the judging. And I believe you will be fair for everyone. Thank you so much. As Ayush said, that there will be 16 participants in the first round, which will be reduced to 8, then to 4, then to 2, and then we will get the winner. So let's begin the round 1. But before we begin the round 1, there is a small surprise, a very small surprise, which you guys will know very soon. It will be revealed very soon. So yeah, Aris, you can proceed with the round 1, and we should introduce the first pair. Okay, so our judges has already decided. Like I think Ayush is deciding the pairs, and Ayush will share the pairs with Aris. So Aris, you can, if you have received the pair, the first pair, you can start.
I'm yet to receive the first pair. Till then, why? Let's introduce the format of the debate.
Yeah, the format is very much clear, I guess. In the round 1, there will be 16 participants, which will be reduced to 8 for second round, then to 4 for the third round, and in the last round, there will be 2 participants. That will be the final. In round 3 and round 4, there will be a special switching, what we say. The debaters have to switch their opinion, which will be explained further later on when we will reach to round 3.
All right, I think it's clear to all. So let's move forward, and I would like to invite our first pair, 𝙏𝙚𝙨𝙩 and Anjali. Guys, are you there? 𝙏𝙚𝙨𝙩
Yeah, I am here.
and Anjali.
Yes, ma'am. I'm also here.
So guys, I hope you're ready for the debate.
Aris, just give me 1 minute, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so guys, the 4 minutes are very, very crucial. And what is going to happen is the team on the person that is representing the side will go for 1 minute, and he has to stop after the 1 minute, because now it's turn for the person who's the against to actually speak. So it's going to be 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, and 1 minute divided between the both two teams. So please keep in mind the time itself. If you go overboard, then yeah, there will be a prominent marks deduction because of that. You can take over, Aris. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the explanation. So 𝙏𝙚𝙨𝙩 and Anjali, ready guys?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So your topic is, should social media platforms be held responsible for the misinformation? Am I clear with the topic? Both.
Would you like to repeat again, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. Should social media platforms be held responsible for the misinformation? Please let me know if the topic is clear
Yeah, it's clear.
to
Yes,
both of
ma'am.
you. Okay, so let's start.
Okay, before we start,
Before
Nikistine,
we
you will be favoring the topic, favoring the motion, and Anjali ma'am, you will be against the motion. So I would like to repeat the topic again. Should social media platforms be held responsible for misinformation? Nikistine will say yes, and Anjali will say no. So please proceed.
the person who is favoring the topic should go first, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so hi Anjali. Uh, uh, the topic is holding social media platforms responsible for misinformation, and I truly believe yes, we should hold them liable for the misinformation that is spread on their platforms, and I have my reasons for it. Firstly, social media platforms have mass influence, and with mass influence comes mass responsibility. So they should be held liable for what all misinformation is being spread over their platform. Secondly, if social media platforms are not held liable and not made responsible, it is also a danger to democracy, because fake news can manipulate election results, and it also becomes a threat to public safety. Also, tech companies, they speculate some information, some misinformations, to make sure that they are in profit, which is not a good thing. Now I'd like to ask you, what are your views on this?
I'm not with you on that, but I really appreciate your points. But what is the reality? It is a valid point. Social media is so helpful. It is unique technology in this sophisticated era. This is not only appreciable but also commendable technology for us. There are several positive points. First of all, it is a connection. Sky is the limit. Secondly, there is online learning. That's why there are several expert mentors for us. Even though I'm a homesick person, but I can connect with this world. I'm up to the mark. I'm on the fast track because of this social media. Thirdly, our students, they can enhance their knowledge because of this social media. It is so helpful. That's why our entrepreneurs as well as businessmen, they can grow in their business. They can enhance their sale in this cutthroat competition. It is so worthy. So this is needless to say that without social media our economy can't grow. This is a symbol of development as well as progress. It is praiseworthy. Because of this we can learn everything. There are several
Well, you're taking a lot of time. Sorry to
thank you.
interrupt. 1 minute was allotted, and I'll like to tell you that our topic was social media is responsible, should be held responsible for the misinformation that they are spreading. Yes, when you say social media is helping us, I do not disagree with that. It does help us, but the question still remains the same. The misinformation that is spread on the social media platforms, they should be held liable, because of the points I already told you. You haven't spoke just even a one sentence about why they shouldn't be held liable about the misinformation on their platform. I'd like you to ask why they should not be made liable for that misinformation that their platform is hosting, spreading, which is creating so much of nuisance among people.
Okay, so your points are commendable, but this is a bonus point. You spoke about misinformation. This is lacuna, or this is our TikTok mindset that many people, they want to provoke our society. This is their mistake. This is not social media's mistake. Okay, and this is needless to say, or it is undeniable that when we use social media negatively, that is our fault. It is not the social media's fault. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. The time is up. Okay, wow. It was a wonderful discussion. I really liked it. The way Nikastin started with a calm and composed manner and the way Anjali ma'am countered him. It was wonderful to listen to both of you guys. Okay, Aris, how did you like the debate? And share your views as well. And also share the
Oh,
next pair of
what an
participants.
elegant debate it was. Seriously, their composure was just awe-striking. I was just listening to them maintain great
Yeah, you can
composure.
introduce the second pair of participants, Aris,
Yeah,
and the topic as well.
that so guys, let's welcome Princess and Duke. Are you there? Please let me know. Princess and Duke.
Yes, I'm here.
Princess?
I think there's a slight change in the participants. Yash will go. Yash against Ryuk.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yash, are you there? Okay. So
Yes,
the
sir.
topic for you guys is, listen me carefully, okay? Does AI pose a bigger threat or opportunity to jobs? Does AI pose a threat or provides an opportunity to jobs? Yash, you will be in favor of this motion, and Rook, you will be against. I hope I am clear and you guys can proceed.
Yes, sir. So I have to speak first.
Yeah, Yash, you are in the favor, you have to speak first.
I think so. Thank you guys for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak on this platform. So, according to my perception, AI will definitely will pose a threat to jobs because they are replacing the workers' jobs as far as the technology is developing, but we are still not able to provide 100% employment because AI makes us decrease our productivity. We are so much dependent on machines learning. So the productivity which we get since ancient time uh, does not come from since compare with present times. So more focus should be developed on reducing dependency on AI and some traditional systems should be developed in balance with modernity. Also talk about the AI and it is helpful uh, it but at up to certain limit. That's all.
I beg to differ. I think that AI creates more opportunity than threats. This is because the manual labor will be replaced, and the workers can definitely focus on developing new abilities. Yes, AI might take down manual jobs, but even to manage the AI system, we need humankind, right? So I believe that it will not take all the jobs for sure, but the jobs will be replaced. For instance, there will be a very less labor job and a very and more job which are based on maintenance, in my opinion. And also, AI definitely brings more opportunities uh, in the IT sector. So I think that AI is more good than bad. Now, the question that I want to ask you is that due to uh, due to the lack of there are a lot of manual jobs in the world. So don't you think that introducing AI will be better?
Please repeat the your question.
There are a lot of manual jobs which takes a lot of time. So don't you think that introducing the AI will help us?
Definitely, but a systematic approach should be developed so that the workers which get lost their jobs will get shifted to another jobs. That's my point of view.
Okay. Yeah, but I think it creates more of a problem, no, more of an opportunity, because the efficiency of any type of business we are doing or any type of job we are doing will also increase due to the increase in AI. Nowadays we are using ChatGPT, which is helping us a lot. So don't you think that is really nice? Like it is a bigger threat than an opportunity. No, it is a bigger opportunity than a threat. Don't you think that?
I think it is threat because talking about your point that ChatGPT is good, but it is developed by the human. It has thinking of only limited view. But what you think, that's more important, because
Yeah.
humans cannot because human thinking is because AI thinking was made by the human. You can't able to imagine the human thinking with
Okay.
the machine learning.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. The time is already up. Thank you so much for participating, and you guys did really well. The topic was interesting as well. So, Aris, I think we should move to the next pair.
Yes, yes, indeed. It was calm debate as well. Calm one and composed one. So let's get to the next pair.
I just have a small information to share. We are sending a poll in the chat box. You guys can also vote, the audience who is listening to us. You can also vote for
Guys,
each of the pair. Yeah.
please show your support to your favorite participants.
I have a question to ask.
Right, let's move on to our next pair. Bakshi versus Karan. Bakshi will be for and Karan you will be against the topic. And your topic is, hey, Bakshi, are you there?
Yes.
Karan?
Yes, yes.
Okay, guys, please be attentive. The topic for you is, does freedom of speech have limits? Am I clear?
Repeat it.
The topic is, does freedom of speech have limits?
Okay, okay.
Bakshi, you are in the for, and Karan, you are against the motion.
Okay.
So are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's start.
Okay. So our topic is should freedom of speech should have limit? Yes, I think freedom of speech should have limit because we have seen that freedom of speech has been exploited in earlier times as well, where the political views on some sitting prime ministers has created a burst in a parliament. None other than Rahul Gandhi has made some statement about PM Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi. And the recent time also we have seen that some comedians has used some bad languages in order to crack some jokes, which has hurt the sentiments and ethics of some people. And I believe that if the words are harmful to the people, if they are against the religion, their gender, their community, then it should be and then should be there should be an uh, some action should be taken against them.
Okay. My motion is I think we decide what is offensive, what is not. So if you look at the broad perspective in government use, uh, like even government do bad things. Like if you talk about they use bad language in Vidhan Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and who we are not like who decide what is offensive, what is not. One person find offensive, another may see truth. Example, debates on religious beliefs. And if we talk about prevent governmental control, if the limits exist, government might silence critics unfairly. And there are also many points like encourage open discussion. Even if you're talking about free speech, it encourages the open decision. Even controversial ideas should be debated, not on silenced. So, like for example, scientists challenging popular beliefs to make discoveries and slippery slopes. If some speech is banned today, more might be banned tomorrow. For example, a country banning hate speech then later banning political criticism. So it's my favor. And I have a question for my opponent. If government, if you're doing something, if you're having some thoughts and beliefs by yourself, so isn't it good if the government control your emotions or speech?
Karan, can you please come again? I'm not able to hear you. There is a lot of disturbance.
I'm saying like if you have some thoughts and some beliefs, so if someone not agree with you, so isn't it a bad thing? Like we should have a free speech.
Yeah, you can have on that. If it is not harming any community or any religion, then you can definitely raise your voice. And even you can raise if you the social media platform is very good place, but you cannot target any one to just prove yourself. So freedom of expression should not be in such a way that it will you can say anything, and the people the government will not limit your bounds. As well as the freedom of speech is not absolute. It can be stopped during the time of emergency. It can be stopped. So yeah, that's my point.
Like, as you mentioned, the government is liable to control speech, or you can say freedom of speech. I don't think so. Even government will break the rules of freedom of speech. If you talk about, like, there are many cases in the Rahul Gandhi cases, like the current party, the BJP, control the
Okay, guys. Okay,
Time
guys.
up, guys.
Time is up.
Time.
Time is up.
Time is up.
Thank you so much for both of you to participate. Yeah, it was a wonderful debate. Yeah, I would like to say one thing which I noticed, which I want to tell the other participants as well, that you have to adhere to the time limit. Please, you have just 1 minute for one go, so don't overlap that time limit. Okay, moving to the next participant, Saris.
So, guys, let's welcome Siddharth and Anam. Siddharth, you are in for and Anam, you are against the motion. Are you there?
Yes.
Please. Anam?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, guys. So your topic is, are influencers driven businesses sustainable in the long run? I repeat, are influencer driven businesses sustainable in the long run? Am I clear to you guys?
Yes, I'll start.
Okay. Yeah, you are in
Starting
the
my
favor,
speech.
so you must start. And please maintain the time limit. Speak for 1 minute, don't exceed.
Okay, starting my speech in 3, 2, 1, start. In fact, influencer businesses are what? What does any business need in the marketing? It needs customer acquisition cost. Customer acquisition cost for any business is very, very high in the start because it doesn't have the traction piece, which basically means that if an influencer who has already a huge amount of following can reduce your customer acquisition cost, the business can more focus its resources on what exactly? On improving the product. And when the product comes to a level where it does not need to depend on any marketing, that is what is a sustainable organic growth, right? What is organic marketing exactly? Organic marketing is a sort of marketing which does not like require manipulation of the public. It uses the already happening influencers, like the influential currency, the social currency that influencers have. It utilizes that to reduce the customer acquisition cost, henceforth improving product quality. How can you argue that a business that has low capital investment in the start win against something that has high?
First of all, let me tell you the topic. Like the businesses are the influencers are the influencing the businesses. First of all, as we are living in a digital era, there are a lot of people who are going for the influencers. They want to become an influenced rather than starting their startups. So why is it happening? Because they are choosing the shortcuts instead of doing or putting the lot of hard works by setting the businesses, by setting the startups, because they know if they are going for the long term benefits, they could not they don't have that much patience. As we all are a Gen Z generation, we always find the shortcuts. So that's why you will be able to see a lot of influencers nowadays, even though they don't know even about the influencing a b c d of it, but still they are trying, and they are investing the national worth of the nation, that they are engaging in this stuff and they are not able to gather the other opportunities. That's the reason employment rate is increasing day by day. So what do you think about it? Like a lot of people indulge in this area, and that's the reason they are not giving the real worth to the nation.
I don't think you're talking about wasting of time. We're talking about if the influencer like marketing, which influencer businesses are sustainable in the long term. You are arguing that influencers are wasting their time or it's not productive for them. They could have done something else. That's not the point of the debate. The point of the debate is influencers business sustainable, and broadly true, which is basically my entire argument. Customer acquisition cost drops significantly, which basically means that companies can better their product. This is my entire thing. Your argument
You're
purely rests on the
still
case that
there in the 2 minutes
influencers.
now. Let me speak. You already given too much time to let me speak now. So you are talking about the influencers are influencing the businesses and they are getting the benefits, but you are wrong, my friend. Because let's see, if they don't have the knowledge, they will manipulate people in a very wrong way. People will get manipulated. They will get harms from it. There are a lot of examples nowadays. The recent the Latin show happened, and they all are the influencers. They are somehow doing the businesses in the back end also. But what is the impact? What is the image they are serving to the youth? They have a lot of millions of followers. They don't even think about that. Like a lot of people follow them. They follow their footsteps. Whatever they are doing, they blindly follow them. If our young generation is following their wrong steps, so what would happen? At the end, the result will be very very hilarious out of it. So it is very dangerous to our economic growth. Let's don't think about the startups and businesses, but even though if they are doing the wrong things, they are not ethically morally right. So how could you expect the growth in the business ideas and everything?
Guys, time up. Whoa. It was a heated debate. Both of you brought an electrifying energy, I must say, to this debate. And your confidence was backed with logic and Siddharth you stood for. So guys, thank you, both of you. Let's move on to the next pair. Why? Over to you, why?
Indeed, it was an electrifying debate, I have to say. Okay, so the fifth pair for the night. We have Adarsh and Rahul. Adarsh and Rahul, are you both there?
Is it others?
Adarsh,
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
hi.
so Adarsh, you will be in the favor of the topic, and Rahul, you will be against the topic.
Okay.
And the topic is, are electric vehicles truly better for the environment? Are electric vehicles truly better for the environment? Adarsh, you are in the favor. Rahul, you are against. You guys may proceed.
Sure. Cutting to the chase. Yeah, electric vehicles are favorable. It will be it is really easy to use, and it have a really good impact on the environment. On the other hand, if you are taking the fuel vehicles, it is causing unwanted pollution to the environment. Not just that, the people are facing lots of trouble while driving the fuel vehicles. And if you consider the electric vehicles, it is really easy to drive electric vehicles because most of the electric vehicles drive automatically. And when I'm saying it, I'm just saying the aspect of the Western societies as well. So it is always considered that you maintain and you use the electric vehicles rather than you are using any fuel vehicles. Fuel vehicles are just pollution creating. It is just superfluous that if you maintain the usage of electric vehicles. Yeah.
Very afternoon to one and all present here. My fellow had talked a lot about environment and other things, but while buying an EV, you need to see the different aspect of it. The thing is, you told that they're pollution free, but the amount of pollution that you are creating while manufacturing EV, what you'll do with that? Like EV batteries are lithium ion, and while doing the lithium ion mining, lithium, cobalt, nickel mining, you do a lot of ecological destruction. And manufacturing these EV, these mining processes are very costly. Apart from that, what about the battery disposal and recycling challenges? These lithium ion batteries and the toxic waste which they release into the environment cannot be easily sustained by the environment, and it causes a lot of harm. I would say more than the traditional vehicles that we are using. So in the name of sustainability, we are selling something which is more disastrous for the environment. Over to you, Adil.
Okay, so yeah, even if you're saying such statements, these same statements are also applicable for the fuel vehicles, since it is also causing the environmental damages. At the same time, it is also causing a lot of industrial waste. This creating a lot of industrial waste, and it is totally deleterious for human beings to even smell the petroleum. If you're going in an electric vehicle, you need to often fill the petrol tank, and you need to pay the money. And if you're paying the money, you'll be in the petrol pump, and there might be some fumes will be imitating by the fuel vehicles, and that will be causing really bad impact on the children. If children is smelling all that, we'll be creating cancer. So that's simple. I dismiss your statement as mere 𝙤𝙤𝙗𝙗𝙀.
Yeah. So again, you talked about cost and petroleum and the children's facing cancer and all. But the thing that you need to understand is these lithium ions, these lithium mining lithium and other metals, other heavy metals which are used in manufacturing of these batteries which are used for EVs, they are more harmful. They cause more serious issues and all. And you left some point. You forget to mention what about a life cycle? I'll buy an EV and I'll again have to suffer for, like, after 5 years again I have to invest in just recycling the replacing the battery or something like that. And from where the energy sources are coming? If in the EV you are running an EV and for charging it you are using some source which is coming from burning fuels, then how can it be sustainable and it is environmental friendly?
Okay, guys, thank you. Time is up. Thank you so much, Rahul and Adarsh. Again, it was again an electrifying debate, to be very honest. Both of you guys have put really good points, I have to say, and something which I could not think about. Okay, over to Yaris for the next year.
Yeah. So the next pair is Ram versus Khabib. Ram, you are in the for, and Khabib, you're against the motion. Ram, are you there?
Yeah, I'm present. Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Khabib?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm against.
Yes, yes. So guys, your topic is remote work the future of employment? Again, I repeat, is remote work the future of the employment? Am I clear?
Is remote work the future of employment?
Yes, yes. Khabib,
So,
are you clear?
Yes, yes. Is remote work the future of employment? Okay.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
against.
So, yes. So guys, let's start.
okay, so I have a question to my opponent. With the evolving needs and with evolving technologies, we can means minimize the cost of travel through remote work. So, why are you against it?
Okay, so according to me, in my perspective, remote work cannot actually interchange the physical work. Okay, so the thing is, some manual work can never be compared, can never be replaced by the remote work, right? So the people need to go there and actually work there practically. To give an example, let us say there is some boilers working, right? So in that particular scenario, we need people, we need workers, and that can never be replaced by remote work, right?
So your argument is about manufacturing sector, that most of the work in manufacturing sector can't be replaced by the remote workers. But if you talk about the service sector, which is seen as a sign of a developed country, their remote work can easily replace, and it will be more profitable if we prefer and if we structure the system in such a way that remote work is made and encouraged. So, do you agree that it should be done?
No, brother. According to me, what I feel is that remote work, maybe it is due to the paucity of time, and nowadays the technology is so much increasing that people are nowadays focusing on the remote work. But in my humble opinion, the manufacturing and production and everything, this kind of manual labor work can never be replaced by the remote work, or maybe with some machines or some different kind of technology. And I think it is in every manufacturing process and every these kind of technical processes, human intervention and is pretty much needed, because to give an example, let us say the steel plant. Okay, in a steel plant, thousands and thousands of degrees of temperature is working in the blast furnace. So for that you need manual supervision, and for that which can never be done by remote work, right?
Okay, firstly, you haven't answered my question regarding the importance of remote work in service sector. Coming to the manufacturing sector also, like providing online training or means advice to remote area and countryside means industries can be done with remote work. The intellectual, scientist, or expert sitting in the metropolitan city can easily teach and guide all the sub branch of the company. So in manufacturing sector also the remote work is quite possible. And third
No,
thing
brother,
I
it is
want to
actually
highlight.
not possible. Okay, in my humble opinion, it is not possible, because I have visited a steel plant. I have worked in a steel plant as myself. So these kind of, these are very hot operations, and in such hot operations, physical intervention is pretty much needed, and it cannot be trusted on machines or maybe say remote work. And coming to you, back to your point, you said about the remote work in the service industry. Even in the service industry, there is some kind of physical intervention which is needed pretty much to control everything. So I think human intervention and remote work cannot substitute the human intervention and human physical taking part by somebody, right?
So I want to highlight the example. In upcoming days, you will see that remote surgery is happening, where a doctor is sitting in the Delhi and operation is happening in a remote area in through the robots. And second thing I want to talk about the education. In education, even I myself study through remote work. My teacher is living far from me, and he is providing me actual
Bro,
guidance. And
brother, you gave the example of the operation happening online. We live in India, where we can't even get the frequent free without intervention internet connection. So how can we do the operation online, right? So I think you got my point.
Time up, guys. Time up. It was an insightful debate, guys. Both of you did really well. Let's go for the next participant. And the next participants are Batman versus Patty. Guys, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Batman?
yeah, I'm here. Am I audible?
Patty? Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So the topic for you guys is homeschooling a better option than traditional schooling? Batman, you are in the for, and Patty, you are against the motion. And again, I'm repeating the topic. It is homeschooling a better option than traditional schooling? Guys, are you clear with the topic?
I'm against or for. Sorry, can you repeat?
Batman, you are in the for, and Patty, you are against the motion.
Yeah,
You
I
have
got
to
it.
speak in for.
Okay.
In favor, Batman.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
Patty. So I think
Start.
homeschooling is better than traditional schooling, because nowadays we can see how youth are lagging the cultural values and and they are not taught the values that are taught by parents in schools in traditional learning, where the traditional education system is totally based upon ratification. We must try to change this, and parenting is very important, plays a key role in this. So as far as education is concerned, I think parents and home teaching is equally necessary when it comes to overall development of a youth or individual. So as far as my understanding, talking in terms of India, it's very important. Like, yeah, what's your opinion on this?
Ladies and gentlemen, I firmly believe that traditional schooling is irreplaceable. A few years ago, my sister left for London to study. The biggest difference she noticed, the classroom environment. Learning is not actually about just textbooks. It is more about discussion, teamwork, and real world exposure. I don't know if you guys will agree with me or not. But now, just imagine if she had been homeschooled, would she have developed the same confidence? She had the ability to debate, collaborate, and adapt. Other things, school not just teaches, it teaches more than just subjects. It teaches about you life. Education is not just about maths and science. It's about social skills, discipline, and exposure. Can homeschooling provide the pressure of competition, the ability to adapt in a group, the real world exposure needed to survive beyond books? No. Schools don't just teach subjects, they shape personalities, and that's something homeschooling can never replicate. A child needs a society, not just a tutor. Psychologists agree children learn best in an interactive environment. Imagine a child. This is a very logical thing. Imagine a child only learning from their parents or tutors. Who do they compete with? Who do they argue with? Who challenges their ideas? In school, students learn to agree, disagree, debate, and evolve. What do you think?
But don't you think that this competition is somewhere increasing suicide rates? If you look at India, the number of skilled youth is very less because companies are not actually hiring the people because we are lacking skills. And you can see the rise of tech industries also because our traditional education system is failing. That is why we can see a lot of private coaching institutions are rising day by day. Like they are billion-dollar companies now, and that is why students are now dropping out from schools and admitting themselves from very early age, I think from 6th and 8th standard, to prepare for competitive examinations. And I often hear news of getting suicide in Kota and many other places. So it tells you that actually our education system is not providing any skills and that level of opportunity, but actually a pressure, a compressed room where students are getting suffering, and ultimately, unfortunately, they're getting suicide. So it's a very huge concern. What do you think?
Anyways,
How
guys,
how can
I
we
think my
stop this?
opponent is still dwindling with understanding the topic, but let me make it very clear. First of all, talking about my point. If okay, countering his point, he said about suicide rates. Now, if they are committing suicides, do you want to blame the school or do you want to blame them that they are feeble? Now, again, what are the exposure to opportunities and extracurriculars when we are actually following on different education system, or we could say in which we are talking about in the school? For example, sports teaches us teamwork, leadership, and discipline. Competitions, Olympiads, which are getting organized. Homeschooling limits the students' world to their home. Traditional schooling opens the world to them. The real test. You can just see there are amazing examples. Steve Jobs, Ratan Tata. I was reading the autobiography of Steve Jobs in which he was talking about when he took college dropout or whatever. It's not always about the studies. It's about how you are shaping your mentality. Even it is very well said in our society that mothers are the best teachers, or they are the best school, or they are the first school in which we are getting involved. There are several examples. I belong from Uttarakhand. There are students who are clearing NDA, IIT, JEE, UPSC, or AIMS. Okay, time is constrained. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for your participation. And it was a wonderful debate, I have to say. You guys made me nostalgic. I was remembering my school days. It was wonderful. And yeah, overall, it was very calm debate as well. Over to you, RS. I think the secret is about to be revealed. Isn't it, RS?
Yeah. A twist, a trickier twist. So, guys, I'll now connect. Be ready for it. Hope it's not shocking for you guys. All right, so let's reveal the surprise. Guys, my co-host himself, the why. He's himself a participant and let me and please be clear that he is unaware of the topics given. It is me who is announcing all the topics. And yeah, so why is competing with Ivan? Why are you here?
Obviously, I'm here.
Yeah, when host becomes a participant. And Ivan, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
So guys, the topic is, should school curriculums focus more on the practical skills than academics? Why you are in the for, with the for, and Ivan, you are against the motion. Again, I'll repeat the topic. Should school curriculums focus more on practical skills than academics? Am I clear?
Yes, you are clear.
Let's start. Ivan.
Yeah, I support the statement that school curriculum should definitely include practical knowledge because see, theoretical knowledge is limited only to the for clearing the examinations. But when we step out to the practical world, if we are not aware of the things, how the things work, I will take a very small example. If we teach a child regarding some chemical experiments, only a theoretical knowledge about this, but later on, when the child steps out in the college and in further studies, he's not aware how to actually do those experiments, then it's worthless. It is of no use. Furthermore, if the children are not taught about manage how to manage relationships with the outside world, how to deal with people, so practical knowledge is of utmost importance. Theoretical knowledge will fade away. A child is able to remember things which are taught practically more than the things which are taught theoretically. What's your view, Ivan?
Well, my friend, you have a very fair opinion on it, but I would like to say that theoretical knowledge is very much important than practical because if we are going to debate or we are going to participate uh, in a exam or any tough competition or any difficult situation, so there, I guess, and I will support more on theoretical knowledge. Practical has a different meaning, but theoretical has more important meaning than practical, according to me. And yeah, I have also experienced uh, among my surroundings. I have watched a lot of interviews. They were suggesting that I have only prepared for my uh, any particular examination which they are preparing, like UPSC. If they don't have the theoretical knowledge, then how can they be able to crack the exam? So theoretical knowledge is very much important, and practical is somewhere important, but theoretical is uh, has its own strong point.
Okay, Ivan, you mentioned 2 points. One you mentioned about the debate, and one you mentioned about examinations. So whenever we participate a debate, if we only read the points which we have to speak, we will not succeed. We have to practice it. We have to gain the practical knowledge. Similarly, when it comes to an exam, before sitting in the exam, we attempt mock tests. I know you are a CGL aspirant. You have definitely given mock tests. So doesn't it means that you believe in practicality as well? If we only read the books and we go to any examination, we will definitely fail. We have to first face the practical reality. Now, coming out the schooling, if school curriculum does not include practical things, how will the children able to apply the theoretical knowledge in his real life? So won't it pose a problem to the student when he steps out?
Like if I haven't studied more about my examination which I'm preparing for, more like theoretically, if I haven't learned that, if I haven't remember all the concept behind that, so my concept behind that particular topic, or when I am attempting mocks on my real time exam experience, so that is experience was not be very good according to me. So theoretical is very important in this. And like things are very different when you will only gain practical, but if you are denying the theoretical knowledge. So I would say that theoretical has very strong meaning on its behalf, uh, and like yeah.
Time up, guys. Oh, what a performance by both of you. Why? I wasn't aware that you are a good host, but you are a good participant as well. So, Ivan, you are also terrific. Now, guys, this was our last pair, and the results will be announced soon that who succeeded in the round one.
Yeah, thank you so much for praising me. Again, you should have praised me more. Yeah, I've paid you 100 rupees. I guess you forgot again.
Again, I would
Anyway,
like to remind you that you have paid so many girls, and they are not a single girl is praising you. Why? Because you're not worth praising. Why? Please accept this.
they praised me in my DMs. Okay, so okay, let it be. Let's move on. Okay, so we have done with the round one, and I request all of you guys uh, to cast your vote on the poll which has been pinned in the chat box. For each and every pair, we have pinned the poll, and you can cast your vote for your favorite participant. And not just the favorite one, you have to cast your vote based on the actual performance. Though I have
Ac-
to also give
Actually,
a disclaimer. Yeah,
why is asking vote for himself, guys?
I know I will
Plus,
get a lot of votes, but
but,
but
but
but but
please
it will
don't
not
be,
work.
please don't come in whatever he's saying. Just go
Yeah,
on your way.
I just have to remind it that the vote is only uh, for your showing your appreciation. The results will be based on how the judge evaluates. So yeah. So before we move to the second round, I think the judge has left the VC and he's preparing the result. I guess RS, you have a question to ask, isn't it?
Sorry, why?
I guess you want to ask a question to the participants and to the audience as well. You can go ahead.
Yeah. So I would like from the audience that if since we have time till the judge announces results, would you like to say something about the participants? Like who is your favorite? Anyone can come up and please mention your views if anyone
I guess
wants
they are
to.
muted so they can type it in the chat box. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
who do you think
Please
was the
do.
best participant in round one? Guys, you can type in the chat box. Yeah, I'm shaking my name. Okay, Siddharth, Anam, K, Y, Patty, Anjali, K, Patty Pop. Okay, guys. Okay, guys.
Oh, each participant has got their fan base. What do you say?
Sorry.
Except you. Except you. Why? Where are you? Oh, you are here.
So, before we get the results for round two, for the first round, and the participants who will go to now round two, I would just like to do a fun activity. If you guys are interested, are you interested? You can just type yes in the chat box if you are interested. It will be a small fun activity. I guess you all will love.
Yes. Yes. The chat box is filled with yes.
Yeah,
Why?
spam as much as you can. Okay. Okay, so guys, listen, hear me out. So I'm going to send a word or a phrase, and you have to tell which admin resonates to that particular term or the phrase. And you don't have to fear. You have to just come with come with all with you know
Your
just
choices.
the choices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The first word which I am
We
going
today
to,
we have all the freedom to comment
yeah.
on your favorite admins and whom you like the most, who is
Okay.
the stricter.
Yeah. So the first word which I'm going to send in the chat box. So who do you think is the most arrogant admin of English learners? You can type it.
Oops.
Don't be scared.
What
Don't
do you
be scared.
think? Why?
I'm not an
Let's see.
admin.
Let's see.
Anjali? No, I don't think so.
Oh my.
𝙿𝙚𝙨𝙩. Nikhil. Leo with multiple
Leo. AK.
Okay. Okay. Let's move to the next word. Whom do you guys think is the most helpful admin of English learners? Zaid.
Zaid.
Shagun.
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 Samira.
Shagun is typing her name. Wow. I didn't even consider it. Moon. Yeah.
Moon.
Also gives feedback. Self-obsessed. Dinesh sir. Firescar.
Firestar.
Okay.
Dinesh sir.
Yeah. Firescar and Dinesh says Ram. Okay. Okay, guys. If you have to make listen me carefully. If you have to make a pair of brother and sister of the English learners admin, whom will you make? Brother and sister.
Guys, host is also included. You can type
I'm
his
not an
name too.
I'm not an admin.
But still, you are added in this. Whom do you?
Shagun and Nikhil. Why?
Why and RS?
I'm not an admin, people.
Why
You
you
have
are
to
my
look into
brother
the
now?
admin. Zaid and why?
Zaid and why? Why you got so many sisters today? How are you feeling?
I'm leaving the group.
Yeah, please do, but after this, because
Oh, no, sorry.
people.
Wait a second. I mispronounced misspelled the question. The question was make a pair of boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay.
Oh, no. You already got so many sisters. Let's see.
Yeah.
See, no one is typing your name. Why and why? You should
They
be
have
paired
already
with
done
yourself.
it. They have already done it.
Oh, Ivan, we already are brother and sister. How can we paired up again?
Okay, guys. So, who do you think is the most strict admin of English learners? Most
Mac.
strict one.
Mac.
None.
AK. Moon.
AK.
Leo.
AK? Yeah.
Oh, Mac is being mentioned several times. I guess he is the most. Gojo.
Gojo never speaks. Anyways. Okay. I think I've got the message from the judge that he's ready with the results. So we should stop the fun activity and we should move to the results. So Ayush, are you there in the VC? Yeah, Ayush is there.
Yep, I'm there. Hey guys, so it was really a great debate, and I love the enthusiasm. I loved how everyone performed and how everyone was ready for an on-spot debate, because on-spot is like one of the toughest kind of debate that you can actually have. And for people to actually come up, for people to actually take the initiative to perform into this, for people to portray their thoughts as such, that's really commendable. But with sad heart, what happens in the reality is that only the best 8 will be selected according to the scores that were given to them based on the criteria that I told you, right? So the best the best 8, there's a tie on the highest, and that's between Rahul and Siddharth. These are the first 2 qualifiers. Then there's Patty, there's Y, there's Ram, Khabib, Batman, and Bakshi. Those are our 8 qualifiers in the same order as the marks itself. Rahul, Siddharth, Patty, Y, Ram, Khabib, Batman, and Bakshi. That's all. So now, let me just tell you for the round 2. The round 2 is going to be for the 5 minutes. In the 5 minutes itself, there's going to be 1 minute and 1 minute for both participants. Then there's going to be 1.5 minutes and 1.5 minutes for both participants. I have saw you exceed, and there have been multiple people who have just got knocked out. Why? Because they exceeded the time limit itself. And that, I really hope that you don't do that in this particular round. So the judging criteria for this particular round will be that the logical reasoning and argument strength will carry 10 points, clarity and articulations will carry 5 points, rebuttals and counterattacks will carry 10 points, confidence and composure will carry 5 points, and adherence to the rules will carry 5 points. So because of that, the total will be 35 points and only 4 participants will advance. Over to you, I.
Thank you so much, Ayush, for explaining all the rules so elaborately. And I guess there's no doubt for the remaining participants. And first of all, I would like to say to the participants who have been knocked out that you don't have to feel sad or bad about this. It's a learning journey, and we all are here to learn. So I hope you had a great experience. And definitely, if you want to improve your debating skills, you should stay back and listen to the further rounds, because the heat is up now and we are remaining with the 8 participants. So definitely it's going to be electrifying. Over to you, RS, for the first pair of second round.
Yes.
I'll need 2 minutes before to just analyze, give topics, and distribute.
Okay, sure, Ayush.
All right, sir.
We have another 2 minutes to have fun. Yay! I wish if I could open the camera and dance. I really want to dance.
Oh, please, people will be scared, yeah. Think about them.
They would love
Hey,
it.
guys, please comment and chat. Do you want him to dance?
Oh, no.
Please. Let me know if you want it. Why is opening his camera and he'll dance? See why no one is interested.
Get me banned. Very soon you will see only one hosting the view. If I open the camera.
Don't worry, no one is interested. Why? See, no one said yes to you. It's fine.
Definitely. I'm very thankful to them. By the way, I was preparing my gongru, but okay. No one wants to see me dance.
Yeah, they're scared. I can't bear it.
Yeah. So what do you think, guys? What do you think? I have a question. When it comes to debating, what matters the most? Logic or confidence? What do you think?
Both.
Hey, you have to choose one, nah? Not both.
Yeah, please go for one.
Good. Typing speed? What is this?
It was that.
The question is, when it comes to debate, what matters the most? Like between these two terms, confidence or logic?
Yeah, this is a good answer. Confidence comes with logic. Indeed.
Great. Confidence as logic not coming. Okay.
Most of the people are going with both.
Confidence. What do you think, RS?
Yeah.
What would be your answer?
I have the same view that confidence comes with the logic only. I also agree on this point. What about you? You yourself as a participant as well. What do you think? What helped you?
Before answering this, I will share an incident which happened. So I was when I was doing internship, there was one of my seniors who asked to deliver a lecture on GST, and GST was very newly introduced at that time. So he just came to the stage and he spoke anything which was coming in his mind, and people were like clapping. He spoke all the wrong things, but he was very confident when he was speaking. So personally, I believe confidence is more important. Even if you lack in knowledge, if you present your thoughts in a very confident manner, people will believe you. I don't know why I have this kind of thinking.
Yeah, why? Your senior resembles you. Well, I got an answer. Critical thinking. Someone said, Dinesh sir has mentioned critical thinking. It is also important, apart from confidence logic.
So that. Okay. I think Ayush is back. Yeah. Ayush, are you ready with the pair
Yep,
and the
man.
topic?
I dropped it in the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with
please proceed.
confidence and conviction, I would like to invite Bakshi versus Rahul. And guys, are you there? Please mark your presence. Bakshi,
Yeah,
Yes, I'm here.
so you are in the for, and Rahul, you are against the motion. Let's come to the topic, and the topic is
Wait.
listen.
Should I have to wait for 1 minute to prepare my topic? Or should I have to shoot?
You have to shoot, like, know it.
Okay.
No, you have to shoot as you get the topic.
Roll call. Do the roll call again. Bakshi is going for, I'm going against.
And can you please tell me the timing for what time I have to speak first?
I guess you guys have to be listening to the judge earlier. He explained the rules. Okay, I will repeat it again. So for the first time, you have to speak 1 minute each. Then it will be 1.5 minute each for the second time. Okay.
Okay.
And
Thank
Bakshi, you are in the favor of the topic, and Rahul, you are against the topic.
Yeah.
So guys, yes. So the topic is tradition an obstacle to progress? I repeat, is tradition an obstacle to progress? Am I clear to both of you guys?
Yes.
Rahul, am I clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tradition of okay.
Yes. Is tradition an obstacle to progress? Okay, guys, let's start.
Okay. So I have to speak on this topic. I am with this topic that yes, tradition is an obstacle to the progress. Why I am saying this because we have seen that in a modern world, in a progressive world, we have achieved significantly in science and technology, and that's why we have all the things. We have all convenience. We are able to connect with the people from other part of the world. So that's why tradition have made us access to the other things, and that's why we are able to go to trade. The traditional method of farming has been changed to modern farming, and now we are able to use different kind of fertilizer. In fact, organic fertilizer the machines are using, that's are able to fulfill the energy requirements, food requirements. That's all.
Okay. So the thing that my fellow debater is missing is tradition as a foundation of stability. Tradition gives stability to humans, our cultures, our society, the traditions they have, and they are in a way leading towards progress, and tradition inspires progress. The point that my fellow is missing, you think about Ayurveda, herbal, they have been a source of stability, a foundation for progress and all. And without that tradition, seeing the current scenario where that progress is going, it is just taking our society in a false direction, because that values, that stability which these traditions give us, that is missing. Over to Bakshi.
Thank you, Rahul. I believe that there are some traditional practices which are still present in our society, which are restricting our progress. Take an example of caste system, which are restricting the people at the backward region in the rural areas, and not able, and because of that, they are not able to come out of their villages. as well as the people who are more strict to the traditional way, that is rural areas, they not want to come at city areas, and hence they are lacking in technology, they're lacking in a reach, they're lacking in education, and there are some poverty is still present in our society, and I think this is the main reason. That's why. And if we talk about the progress we have seen during the time of COVID, we have seen that traditional way of learning, that is school, has been changed to the modern ways, that is online education. And now we can see that because of the progressiveness, we are come and overcome the COVID-19, and our world is in progressive way. Over to Rahul.
Okay. In your argument, the way you are presenting it, I would say there is a misinterpretation. How we are perceiving that tradition, it's not an obstacle. It's just a misinterpretation in our mind, which is being portrayed by the influencers and these so-called actors out there who are just creating that flaw. Tradition is a beautiful thing. You can't build the foundation of a very progressive civilization without having these tradition and values. And tradition and progress can coexist. We see societies like Japan where they cope up. There is a coexistence between tradition and progress. So in your argument, I definitely find a misinterpretation of the way you are perceiving tradition.
Yeah, you have
apart from that, the way you mentioned the point of the caste system. The caste system is a misinterpretation of the way you are perceiving tradition, and tradition is something that can be reformed, and if it
Okay,
is
Rahul,
perceived.
take an example of United States. You have taken an example of Japan. Now I'd like to take an example of United States. Who is bigger? Who is bigger in economics? Who is bigger in the trade? Who is bigger in defense? The US, because they have adapted the progressiveness. They have adapted technology. And even though Japan is also known for technology, but we can see that in the World War II or World War and other areas, United States is far better than Japan. So yeah, traditional is restricting the progressiveness of the society.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. So the first pair itself ignited the stage, I have to say. You both were brilliant. And the topic itself, I would like to thank Ayush, or maybe the one who gave the topic. I'm not sure about that. A brilliant topic, to be honest. And you guys debated very well as well. You gave justice to the topic. So yeah, RS, moving to the next participant, next pair. RS, are you there?
Yes, yes. Guys, the next pair is Siddharth versus Khabib. There,
Siddharth is
Siddharth
here.
Yes, ma'am.
and Khabib.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Siddharth, you are in for, and Khabib, you are against the motion. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes.
So the topic is: should government have unrestricted access to the user data for national security? I repeat, should governments have unrestricted access to user data for national security? Clear, guys?
Should government have, ma'am, repeat one more time.
Should governments have unrestricted access to user data for national security? Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Siddharth, are you clear with the topic?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start.
Starting my speech in 3, 2, 1, start. In an era where cyber threats, terrorism, and espionage are growing concerns, national security must take precedence. Unrestricted access to user data enables governments to detect and prevent potential threats before they materialize, safeguarding millions of lives. Understand that criminals and terrorists exploit privacy laws in their way. And which the government has to play a fair game and it should be able to compete with terrorists and criminals on the same level. They should be having these access. The game should be in the same exact level. In a digital world, security and intelligence must evolve, and responsible data access is necessary because we need to ensure the safety of a nation and its people. Understand that a terrorist won't think about you, about your privacy or security when he hacks into your data network. The same way you shouldn't think about the terrorist when you are hacking into the data network of citizens just to access. Also, I learned my speech.
Okay, so in my humble opinion, the topic is should governments have unrestricted access to the user data for national security? So, since I'm talking against this particular topic, so in my humble opinion, the government should not have access to user data because the thing is there is a thing called the right to privacy, right? It is mentioned in our fundamental right that everybody has the right to privacy. So if the government start having access to each and every person's personal data, so I think it can take advantage of that personal data for maybe its own, maybe sharing some spam links or maybe trying to gain access to whatever I think whatever property your inheritance, whatever inheritance you have, whatever property you have, whatever maybe they will track down your bank balance, what kind of bank accounts you are holding, what kind of things what kind of properties you possess. So I think it's a very bad thing for the entire country because the thing is our fundamental right
Yeah,
gives us
to
the
cut
right
you off,
for
your
the
minute
right
is
of
done.
privacy.
Okay, your minute
So
is
that's
done.
about it.
Of
Okay,
course, concerns about misuse are valid, but instead of outright rejecting government access, we should demand strict oversight. Transparency should be demanded, and accountability should be demanded to prevent abuse. Democracies thrive on security as much as they do on freedom. A balance must be struck. Understand that when it comes to nation security, anything can be done. Life is not white or black. Life is a gray area, which is sometimes in order to do something good, you should also do something bad and something questionable. Why? Look at US. How is US being able to maintain security for so long? Because it monitors its citizens. It's very openly known that US monitors its citizens, but it's also the most effective country which combats terrorism way more effectively than any other country. Why? Because it operates in a gray area, and US understands that in order to get a fruitful result, it needs to make some sacrifices. The right to privacy is there for every citizen, but what incentive does a government, a body that is made to serve the people, have to actually misuse the information? Government is not a single person. Government is an entire body, and a body in general operates for the people. Insofar as that is true, it will always operate in the good interest of the people because the people themselves trusted the government and elected it. As long as the trust is there, the government has an incentive to maintain the trust. Hence, it will maintain secrecy. If the trust is not there, government will fall, inherently leading to very bad effects.
Okay, brother. Okay, in my humble opinion, since we live in a democracy, India is a democratic country. I think every person has a right to its own privacy, and if he wants to remain secret and he wants to keep something data hidden from the government, he has all the rights and all the judiciary even supports that he can do so, right? So I think it is very bad if the government tries to track down everything. Suppose it tracks down your entire bank accounts, it tracks down the bank account of your parents, it tracks down whatever properties you are owning, it tracks down whatever vehicles you are purchasing. So I think it's a very bad thing for the entire country, right? Because even if it tracks down the future investment which you are trying to make, the future investment you are trying to make for your own children, so it's a very bad thing for the entire country. And now come the question of national security. I think in the name of national security, if the government tracks down the data of the private data of a particular person, I think it's a very sad thing, sad reality for the entire country. It's a shame for the country.
Okay, if I'll just give a reply since it stopped. See, understand that the weighing scale here is the entire nation crumbling because of threats like terrorism, criminal activities, versus just a few privacy, citizens' privacy being misused, and
Brother,
that
you
too
are a
under
taxpayer of the
monitoring.
entire country. You have all the rights to withhold your data. You
What
are
country
not
are going
allowed
to
to share
protect
your
when the
data with
country
the
itself is
government,
not
right?
there?
Guys, time up. Whoa. What a fiery debate, guys. Seriously. Your enthusiasm and energy, like it filled the VC with fire. It was a heated one. So thank you both of you. Let's move to the next pair. And the next pair is Ram and Patty. Ram, are you there?
Yeah, hello, I'm present. I'm in the favor or in the oppose?
You are in the favor. And Patty, you are against the
Okay.
motion. Patty, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I got it.
All right. So guys, topic for you is, does power corrupt people, or does it reveal true nature, true character? Again, I repeat, does power corrupt people, or does it reveal true character?
Okay, which side I have
Am I
to
clear?
favor?
Ram, you are in favor. Patty, you are
Okay,
against.
I have to say that absolute means the power corrupts, or yeah, right. And he will say that no, it reveals the true nature.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah,
yes, yes,
this is
yes,
what it
yes,
means.
yes, guys,
You
you're.
can start now.
Okay. So, good morning, good evening, everyone. And I want to highlight a very important quote: absolute power corrupts absolutely. A person who believes that he should be very righteous person, but when he gets the power, he becomes corrupted. We have seen in the cases of various political parties who came for the welfare. In starting, they followed the policy of welfareism. They followed the policy of self-discipline, but then they misused the power. They misused the funds. They misused the taxpayers' money for their own benefit. The corruption cases were highlighted, and this shows that how power corrupts. And I will ask the question to my opponents that don't you think that there should be restriction on the absolute power so that people will don't become corrupt?
Ladies and gentlemen, what my former speaker has said, what I could get, the gist is that power corrupts people. But what I believe is that power doesn't change character, it magnifies it. Now, history has proven it. I don't need to go for anyone. Great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, APJ Abdul Kalam Azad, and Nelson Mandela held immense power, yet remained humble. And just why? Because they were always that way. Power didn't corrupt them, it revealed their true integrity. Power is a tool, not a curse. We need to remind that. Give power to just a person, you can really see whether he can become a visionary leader or not. Give power to a corrupt person and you can get a tyrant. It depends to whom you are giving a power. The power itself is neutral, it is the person behind it that matters. Even in everyday life, we see a student made class monitor doesn't become arrogant overnight. They were either responsible or he was from the starting itself like that. The title just made it obvious. If power truly corrupted in everyone, then we would not have gotten so great leaders, no ethical billionaires, no honest politicians. Power doesn't create character, it exposes what was always within. Thank you.
Okay, my opponent has done a very selective appeal to authority, giving the example of Mahatma Gandhi and APJ Abdul Kalam is not that valid. If we see that how monarchies were really corrupt in history, if we see the examples of the the parties which were having absolute power, they violated that. We have seen that when a political party gains a huge majority, it brings emergency. So this that is why we brought the constitution. We talked about separation of power, which helps the welfareism, which helps that the purpose of the state should be for the people. And that is what I have to say. And also I want to ask one question, that if you are thinking that power don't corrupt absolutely, then I guess you will be in the favor of democracy or in the favor of dictatorship. Obviously, we all will favor democracy. Why? Because we know that power, when it is separated, if it is divided, it won't corrupt. And also, I want to ask you if the purpose of if the reality of humans, if the power brings reality of a person, then why most of the time, majority of the time, the people will become corrupt?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you a very beautiful example. There is a knife. There are two people who are using the same knife. One is using for cutting the bread and feeding someone. The other one is using that same knife for stabbing someone in the back. Now, do you blame the knife here, or do you want to say that the person who is using that knife is responsible? The same thing happens here. Now, think again. When my counterpart has said, if power itself corrupted, I mean, do you think the powerful or successful CEO, politicians, or leaders like Ratan Tata, Narayan Murthy, billionaires with immense power, they are yet humble and ethical? If power corrupted, they would have been ruthless and greedy. The real test is in moments of authority. People may act kind when powerless, but when they gain influence, then their real self comes out. Power didn't change them, it only made them visible. Even dictators were never good people to begin with. Hitler, Stalin, or even corrupt leaders which you were mentioning, we see today, didn't suddenly become evil when given power. They always had that darkness inside. Power just revealed it to the world. Yes, but only in those who were already corruptible. Not everyone who gets power misuses it. Power is a test, not the poison. And also, power is like fire. It can destroy or illuminate. It doesn't decide its purpose. The person wielding it does. So I still firmly believe whatever you have said, I could agree, but it's all about the person who is using. Again, mentioning or highlighting the same example. Whether you want to blame the knife here or you want to blame the people who are using them. Thank you very much.
Good job, guys. Well, it was not just a debate, but a performance. Absolutely captivating. Thanks to both of you. Moving to our next pair. It is Batman versus Y. Guys, please note your presence. Batman,
Yeah, I'm here. Am I audible?
ready? Yes, yes. Y, are you ready?
Yes, yes.
All right. So the topic for you guys is this house would expedite citizenship applications of refugees from war-torn nations. I repeat, this house would expedite citizenship applications of refugees from
Uh,
war-torn nations.
couldn't get the question.
Yeah,
All
can
right.
you write in the
Okay,
chat box?
so let me just clarify the topic. What the topic is? The topic stands that this house means the person who's in the for. So the for person says that they would expedite. Expedite means fast forward the citizenship application of refugees from war-torn countries. War-torn countries mean the countries which have faced war in certain years, in recent years, and because of the war, the refugees have come in. Do you get it now?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so Batman is for the topic. He would say that, yeah, it should expedite, and why is against the topic. Yeah, start, Batman.
Yeah, why so following the Geneva Convention, even India is signatory of that. So every country is liable to, take the refugees in situation of war. So don't you think that it's humanly ethical to help those people who are suffering in war? And even we are signatory of that convention, Geneva Convention, basically, where we have to, we are liable to take those refugees. That is why we have passed CA Act to fast track the process of citizenship to the refugees, which was 11 years before, but now government has made it just 5 years, especially to the minorities in Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. So don't you think it's very logical?
Yeah, I agree with your point that when it comes to humanity, we should always open our hands for the people who are suffering. But before that, if I am a leader of a country, I have to think of my country first. If I allow all the refugees, all the people from other countries to enter my country and allow them to use all the resources, my people will go against me. Why would they accept to it? Our resources are limited. We cannot let all of them to come in our country and build a livelihood here and use all the resources which are limited. If I specifically talk about India, we are already the most populated country. If we open our boundaries for Bangladeshis and for Pakistanis and for Myanmar people, then it will create a ruckus. It has already created a ruckus. We know how many illegal Rohingyas are living in India, and they are perpetrating terrorist attacks. They are perpetrating crimes. So it is not only about humanity. We have to also consider the resources of a country, the national security as well. The national security issues comes here, and we are already overpopulated. We cannot afford other people to enter in a country.
Why actually the topic is we should accept the people who are affected by war. You're more talking about illegal immigrants.
Yeah,
Okay, so we are
yeah.
forcing illegal
Because
immigrants from
you
Bangladesh.
mentioned about this topic about Bangladeshis and all. Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, so the topic is about war affected individuals, such as now we like UN is talking about removing people from Gaza to Lebanon and other countries who are affected by war. So we are talking about people affected by war, not the illegal immigrants. I do support your point that we should not allow those illegal immigrants, and that is why government is working upon that. We have brought CA and NRC and CAB to just control and find out who are our real citizens. So even I am against those illegal immigrants who are coming from Bangladesh. But yes, I do support the point here where we must allow those individuals who are affected by war. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got your point. Let's talk about those countries as well. We had a war in Ukraine as well, and the people of Ukraine have taken shelter to other countries. Yeah, I accept the move of the other countries that they have allowed the people of Ukraine, but it's only a temporary solution. What is the permanent solution of it? I think the permanent solution is to end the war first. We should work on ending the war, not on providing the temporary relief to the people. No, concrete steps are not taken to end the war. Recently, only after 3 years or 4 years after the war, the president of US and the president of Ukraine had a very stern discussion about this. So it has taken 4 years, or maybe 3 years. The war has been going on, and now still the war has not ended. So we should work on this rather than providing the temporary relief to the people. The countries which are providing, the European countries which have given shelter to Ukrainian people, at particular point of time, they will also say that our resources are limited. They will not let them to stay there for long. So they also have to think about their own resources of their own people.
Yeah, actually, why when all the diplomacy fails, then only war happens, right? So every diplomatic talks fail. That is why Russia and Ukraine went on war. So it's not about having a diplomacy when war actually already happened. Now when war actually happened, now it's our responsibility to help those people who are affected by it. So we are talking about this. Moreover, if you're talking about resources, we directly don't count those people in the population, or government don't provide them job directly. We keep them in a specified zone, and we provide them temporary help like health, education, and whatever necessary. Then after the war gets end, we deport them to their respective countries if situation is normal. Otherwise, we have various global organizations like United Nations Human Rights Commission and all those people who are working on this. So they have the solution, and I guess they are not threat to the resources of the neighboring nations where they are heading to. Here I'm over. Over to you.
Yeah, I'm done with the point as well.
All right, Batman and why. This was an insightful debate, and especially your engagement and excitement made this debate so much more dynamic. Good job, guys. So with this last pair, we have concluded our second round, and we'll move forward towards third round. Before that, our judge will announce the result, and he'll take some time for it. Over to you, I.
Yeah, I'm still recovering from the arrows of Batman. Okay. Yeah, it was a wonderful talk with you, Batman. Yeah. So till the time we wait for the results, I will request you guys to cast your vote on the poll, which has been pinned in the chat box for all the 4 pairs. And really, I enjoyed the second one, not because of the engagement of the people, but also because of the topics which were shared. Those were really insightful topics, I have to say. And
yeah,
Yeah, it broadened my perspective as well. So
Yeah, I think
yeah,
everyone present in the VC got enlightened by this topic.
yeah. So let us just go around the polls and see who is winning and like what the people whom the people are favoring and whom not. Let me
Yeah.
cast the vote for myself as well. Why? Okay. Okay, let's go from the top. The first pair was Bakshi and Rahul. So who do you think? Who will you support, RS? Bakshi or
Well,
Rahul?
both were
Don't
competitive
be
and
diplomatic here. Choose one.
let me see the result and
First, you have
it
to
will
click on the.
determine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bakshi.
Okay. Bakshi is
Mm.
leading as per the poll, but again, I have to repeat the point. The poll will not decide the winner. Okay, where's the second one?
Siddharth
Siddharth
and
and Khabib.
Khabib.
I think this was a very nail-biting fight, I have to say. Very close one.
Yeah. Yeah, it
I
was
love
the
both
heated
of them.
one. It was the most heated one I found till now.
Okay, I think Siddharth is
Siddharth.
having a clear lead there as per the polls. Ram and Patty. Now, it was also a very nail-biting, very interesting fight.
Patty.
So Patty is leading, and yeah, forget the last one. I don't want to discuss that.
All right.
Okay, guys, you tell me. Whom do you think was the best participant for round two? You can type in the chat box. And if someone wants to speak on the VC, they can also, among the participants, they can also share their opinion, how they're feeling. Is there any mistake from our end, me and RS, in the hosting? You can share that.
Yeah, guys, you are welcome. Is there anything to improve? We'll surely look upon that.
Yep. No one wants to speak. Oh God.
They are relaxing for the next round. Let them relax. The
I'm
participant.
surprised. On this VC, people are fighting to speak, but when we are asking them to speak, no one is speaking. Okay, many people are muted as well. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I guess they're muted for some reason,
Why?
which only
By the way, why? You are receiving compliments. You are the best.
Why ask random questions? Oh, Johannes saying ask random questions. Okay, I will ask questions about the EL. Again, we will return to that particular activity, which we left in between. So, guys, tell me, among the admins or among the members, whom do you consider as having the most attractive voice? Most
Oh, what a
attractive voice.
question. I would like to add the most attractive voice, which you can hear 24/7. Who is that admin?
Say it, no doubt. Buddy. Oh, wow, Buddy's praising himself. Mac. Dinesh. Okay, let's talk. Mac. She wants to say Buddy. Okay. Shrishti. Oh, Shrishti is, I think, away for a while. She's not here. RS. Anam. No. Yeah, no one is taking my
Thank you,
name, and
guys.
I will ban all
Arrow,
of them.
thank you, but I'm not an admin.
Yeah, take my name, yeah, also. What are you doing this?
Are you an admin? Why?
Yeah, you are also not an admin. Still, they're taking your name. This is not fair. I told them, among the admins and the members.
Goovy. Why doing Mew Mew? Samira ma'am.
I love Shivam, you know. I love this person. So I became good. To this. Oh, I finally
So
blew
our
that.
admins are quite, I think all have great voice. See, everyone is mentioned here.
Hmm. Okay. Among the members and the admins both, who do you think can sing the best? Who is the best singer among the admins as well as the
And
members?
I-
RS, are you a
I-
singer? Really?
I'm not even an admin.
No, I said between admin and members, both including.
Oh, Shagun. I never heard her. Let's hear her after this debate. Yeah, Shagun. Shagun will
No.
sing, guys. Shagun, you got a great fan base if you are present here.
Aquatic, Acoustic, and Sanjana are three names which I am just like reading again and again.
Guys, admin, you have to respect these opinions. Please do sing, especially Shagun. You are mentioned several times
Now I have
after
another
this debate.
question, interesting question, and question is limited to admins only. Okay, so hear me out carefully. Whom do you think has the most irritating voice
Oops. Guys, don't fear. You can mention. By the way,
among
I'm not
the?
an admin, so please.
Yeah, I'm also not an admin. Leo.
Why?
So why people are hating me so much, yeah? Am I that bad? People are hating me.
It's not an
Okay.
hate. Come on, learn to take criticism. You
Okay,
just need
move
to
on.
improve why they are suggesting that. Don't. Please don't. No,
The
why is
question.
cute? Someone called you cute. Why?
I hope you are a girl.
All right. So we have result, guys. Thank you. Thank you for the participation. It was great.
Okay. Yeah,
I would
Ayush.
like
Yeah. Please, Faris, please.
Ayush over
Invite
to you.
Ayush.
Okay, guys.
Ayush.
So this particular round was really, really good. It was like the cream of debating from our group, and it was really very close between everyone. To be honest, it was very close between everyone. Like everyone was in range of 5 points, 5 points plus and minus. That's all. So just these five numbers was what was allocated to everyone. So basically, let's move on to the result. And to those who have not made to the round three, I have to do that with a heavy heart. And to those who have actually made it, really congratulating you guys. So our four finalists, like not finalists exactly, our four people in the round three with the exact order of their marks itself is Siddharth, Rahul, Patty, and Batman. That's exactly the scenario of it, right? And now let me just explain the rules itself, right? So the rules are that it's gonna be a 6 minute debate. 6 minute is 3 minutes side switching. For the first minute or for the first turn of 3 minutes, you'll get 1.5 minutes each to go for a single side. Just give me a minute. Okay, yeah. So for the first time, for the first 3 minutes, the side for will go for 1.5 minutes, the side against will go for 1.5 minutes, and after that, it will switch. Now, the person who was representing for will go against, and the person who was representing against will go for. So now you have to do the same thing. Yeah. Okay. So with that, let me just announce the judging criteria. The judging criteria for this particular round would be the ability to argue both sides. That carries 10 marks. The logical reasoning and the argument strength. That carries 10 points. Rebuttals and counterbacks. They also carry 10 points. Clarity and articulations carry 5 points. Confidence and composure carrying 5 points. And adherence to the rules carrying 5 points. Total 45 points, and two participants will advance. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ayush, for explaining the rules. Uh, I will explain the rules again just to ensure there is clarity among the participants. But before that, I hate you, Ayush. You failed me. Come on. Okay. Anyway, jokes apart. So In this round, as Ayush already mentioned, that we have to switch sides as well. So for the first 3 minutes, the person who is in the favor will favor the topic, and after the 3 minutes, the person who was in the favor will go against the topic. So after 3 minutes, you both have to switch. I hope I'm clear to the remaining 4 participants. If you have any doubt, you can ask before we proceed with the third round.
Just one story. So the person who are going against in the first round, immediately after they give an against speech, they should switch to for speech. Immediately.
Yeah, immediately. There will be no what we call delay in that. Am I right, Ayush?
Okay.
Immediately they have to switch it, right?
Yep, that's very true.
Okay. So over to you, RS, for third round. I hope no one is having any doubt now. The remaining participants. I think we are good to go. RS, over to you.
Yes. Why you have shown sportsmanship?
I have no other option. What can I do?
So our first participants are Rahul versus Batman. Rahul,
Yeah, here.
Batman.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, guys. Just a second, guys. I have to clear something. Okay, so Rahul, you are in for, and Batman, you are against the motion. And the topic for you guys is: should the UK continue increasing military aid to Ukraine? And this topic will be further explained by our judge himself.
Okay, so I have dropped the topic in the chat itself. The topic reads that should the UK continue increasing military aid to Ukraine? The context is since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, the UK has been one of Ukraine's strongest supporters, providing billions in military aid, including weapons, training, and intelligence. Recently, the UK signed a new £2.26 billion deal defense package to strengthen Ukraine's resistance against Russia. So, with that, you can now start. Rahul, over to you.
Give me. Aish. I'm going.
You're going for the topic. AK, reset the timer. Yep, start.
Very good afternoon to one and all present here. We live in a world where a lot of wars, destruction is going on. So going for the motion, I support the UK providing military aid to Ukraine. I'll break it down on why they should provide. They should support for sovereignty. They should support for international laws. They should reinforce the principle of international borders. For example, like similar support was provided during the Gulf War to uphold international laws, international well-being against invasion. The second thing is UK being a big economy, it has to export at the end of the day. It has to think about itself as well, because when they supply these ammunitions to the other country, they'll end up generating a lot of revenue. And if one country is not fighting, some other country might be fighting with might be fighting, and that they have to consider that thing. Apart from that, UK as the main power of Europe have to think about the preservation of European security. Russian expansion threatens the stability of Europe. Supporting Ukraine help prevent the conflict from escalating into a broader regional war. Over to you.
So Rahul, first of all, your both factual points are incorrect. There is a huge political instability in UK, I guess, and even UK's economy is shrinking. You can find now India is above UK in terms of economy. And the main point here is that somewhere US was the leader in NATO, and when US is backing, then why UK should intervene and fund Ukraine? It's a very big question. And the second point is you can find even the president of France. He was also very critical about the US role in NATO and how US is pulling out under Trump's presidency. So I don't think it will be anywhere a very valid and very clever move by UK when US is pulling out from Ukraine. They should keep on funding it because obviously it is escalating the war. And rather than this, as Trump is initiating the diplomatic talks between Ukraine and Russia, they should rather focus on this than funding the war. So this is my point.
Yeah, you have to switch now, guys.
Yeah, start back.
Okay, so Rahul, here my first point would be because Ukraine is part of NATO, right? So they are legally bound to help Ukraine. That is why there is a legal binding of UK to help Ukraine, right? This is my first point. Secondly, when you have already engaged in a war with such a large nation, I don't think suddenly at the last moment any country should pull out, because ultimately Ukraine was a battleground between the West and Soviet. So I don't think at the last moment they should pull out, and they should keep funding Ukraine because Russia is being more aggressive and they are capturing the northern part, and even they are very eager to capture the capital Kiev. So if at this moment suddenly US and other West nations are pulling out the help, then it would take very less time for Russians to capture Ukraine and other parts. So it's a very huge concern and a disaster for geopolitical disaster in that region. So I guess they must keep funding.
Rahul,
A very often, a very often to one and all. The basic thing that we need to understand is the strain on democratic resources. Like UK providing aid to some other country will lead to them suffer more, because then instead of them focusing on their healthcare, education, and economic recovery, they'll end up supporting an economy which itself is dying out. And as we know that the UK itself is facing a lot of issues. So instead of protecting your own integrity, you are supporting someone else. The other point is there's no clear objective. Like the end goal of providing the aid are like not very clear. Whether it is to defend Russia entirely, negotiate peace, or maintain a stalemate. And the long-term cost that UK will face will lead to a lot of disaster.
Don't you think, Rahul, that if you allow Russia now to invade Ukraine, then there is a huge concern about Russians attacking the Western nations also, because there was an incident last year when Russian fighter jets actually went very close to Alaska, giving a very warning sign to US. Don't you think that Chinese have reached to West? So if you allow them to capture Ukraine, it would be more concerning for them also. Like if you allow your neighbors to invade, then it can come to you at any moment.
Yeah, guys, stop. Yeah, time is up. And thank you so much for participating. Really, it was a cracking debate. I really felt I'm standing in the in the border of Russia and Ukraine. Thanks to Batman. Okay, anyways, jokes apart. But yeah, it was a wonderful debate because the topic was such that it really provoked. It was really thought-provoking, and I'm very much sure that all of you guys enjoyed the debate, and especially the ones who participated. Really, it was wonderful. So, without wasting any further time, yeah, Aras, you want to say something?
There was a lot of noise coming from the background. I don't know who was it, but that was
Okay.
frustrating. Couldn't hear a lot of.
Okay. Anyways, so we should move
Yeah,
forward. Yeah.
let's move
Aris?
forward. Yes. So our next 5 competitors are Siddharth versus Patty. Siddharth,
Present.
Patty, there?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Ayush, please introduce the topic.
Yep. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, so Siddharth, you are for the motion, and Patty, you are against the motion, right? Sorry, Patty is for the motion, and Siddharth is against the motion. That's what it is. Patty, you'll be for the motion, and Siddharth will be against the motion. I'm dropping the motion right now in the chat itself and reading it out. Okay, so the motion reads, should the United States implement President Trump's proposed gold card visa program offering citizenship to wealthy investors for $5 million? Context of this particular thing is, on February 25, 2025, President Donald Trump announced a new immigration initiative termed the Gold Card Visa Program. This proposal offers a pathway to US citizenship for foreign investors willing to pay $5 million, effectively replacing the existing EB-5 visa program. In short, 5 million do and direct US relationship. That's all. So, with that, Patty, the floor is all yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, recently we all know Donald Trump came into power. Oh, okay, I have to speak for. Okay, so what I feel is that. Give me a second. I have to speak for the motion initially. Like we should promote gold card, which Trump is promoting. Oh, my bad. Can you start again, please? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, just imagine a person who is going to United States of America for leaving there, or you can just imagine a country as a sports team. If a team wants to win championships, it attracts top players with big contracts. The US is doing the same. They are inviting the wealthy people from other countries and more skilled ones to boost its economy and innovation. I don't think there is anything wrong with it. Why? Because we are thinking for our own country. Economic growth and job creation would be there. Wealthy investors don't just bring money, they start business, invest in industries, and create jobs for Americans. Would you rather have $5 million sitting in a bank or actively contributing to the economy? This is like a win-win situation. The government doesn't spend taxpayers' money. Instead, it gains high net worth individuals who contribute through investment in taxes. And you can also, I remember one incident of Silicon Valley, which attracts top engineers. This visa ensures the US that it will remain the world's economic and innovation leader. Countries like the UAE and Singapore have similar programs. So should the US fall behind for winning or maybe for maintaining their hegemony, what they are having? I believe is that these investors create opportunities for ordinary citizens. They are not taking jobs, they are creating them. The world's best minds and biggest innovators will go there. They are welcomed. If the US doesn't open its door, someone else will. Thank you.
Starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. Citizenship is not for sale, it's a privilege that must be earned. Ladies and gentlemen, America has always been a beacon of hope for migrants who come here seeking freedom, opportunity, and a better life, not those who can buy their way in. Former President Trump's gold card visa program is a deeply flawed policy that undermines the principles of fairness, equality, and national security. First and foremost, this program is a two-tiered immigration system. What do you mean by that? One where ultra-rich can buy citizenship, while hard-working immigrants, they spend years waiting for a green card. How is it fair that an investor with $5 million can jump the line while millions of skilled workers who can contribute through hard work and innovation struggle with immigration bureaucracy. Additionally, this program opens the door to potential national security and corruption. Similar programs in Canada and UK and UAE were shut down due to concerns about money laundering and foreign influence. How do we ensure that those who are investing $5 million are doing so legitimately? Could this visa become a backdoor for a foreign or oligarchs and corrupt politicians to gain US citizenship and influence the US policies and democracy? Furthermore, citizenship should be about commitment to American values, just not financial wealth. The US has already been seen economic inequality skyrocket, with billionaires paying little in taxes while the working class struggles. Selling citizenships to highest bidders only deepens the divide, making American nationality a privilege for the wealthy rather than a right earned through contribution and integration. Understand that a pay-to-play system is not what we should strive for. With that being said, proud to post.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, turn quoting the topic. What I believe is that what my former speaker has said, I know nobody got the point, even me too. But again, I'm refining the topic very easily for you. A country is like a garden. If you only focus on importing big, expensive trees, you forget to nurture the plants already growing there. Just imagine the talent which is there in the United States of America. Why to prioritize millionaires of other countries or the people from other countries to invite in your country when you have already hardworking citizens and skilled immigrants who are living there? Wealth should not be a visa. A nurse, an engineer, or a scientist contributes through his skills and effort. Should they be denied a future just because they don't have $5 million? Is this what you are trying to say? This is actually the gist of this topic. Second point, what I believe is that increases inequality. This program favors the ultra-rich while millions of Americans struggle with housing, healthcare, and employment. Should visas be sold to the higher bidder? If this had been the case, then why not to start again selling the seats in NEET, IIT examinations or something like this in all of the countries? Third point, money doesn't equal loyalty. Many wealthy investors see the visa as a backup plan, not a commitment to the country. As we all know, patriotic we all are. But do you think by just buying a gold card, someone can really be patriotic? I don't think so. They park their money, train residency, and often invest elsewhere. Somewhere else also they can do so. But so does supporting middle class businesses, funding education, and investing in workers. A strong economy comes from within, not from outsiders buying their way in. A nation should be built on merit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm again repeating. A nation should be built on merit, not money. The American dream is not for sale. Thank you.
That's exactly what I started with, but you didn't understand my emotion. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, America has long been a land of opportunity, innovation, and economic growth. It's a place where people look at and know they're going to get something. If you want to maintain our global competitiveness, we should embrace policies that attract the world's wealthiest and most talented individuals. Former President Trump's gold card was it offers citizenship to investors willing to invest that $5 million. Imagine how much of a strategic move that is and how much boost it can give to the American economy. Consider this. Like by attracting wealthy investors, the US can create jobs, expand businesses, and generate billions in revenue. Moreover, America already grants visas through the EB-5 investor program, which has proven effective in driving foreign investment into real estate, infrastructure, and startups. The ground level framework is set up by these particular visa. Additionally, we must acknowledge that the financial benefits, if 10,000 people, let's say, take advantage of this program, and this is a direct $50 billion infusion into the US economy. Understand the impact it generates. This revenue can be used to improve public services, infrastructure, and so much more. This program undermines traditional immigration? No, it does not. But the reality is the policy would not replace existing immigration pathways. It's actually supplement them. It's a way of filtering people on the basis of their value. And that's exactly what it's providing. America thrives when it welcomes those who bring value to its economy. The gold card visa is not about selling citizenship. It's about investing in America's future. Let's embrace it and continue building a nation of opportunity and prosperity. Long live America.
Well, guys, that was a power-packed performance.
Exactly.
Bold, fearless, and
We
impossible.
both opened the mic for this.
Seriously. You know, their aggressive stance made sure that their arguments hit hard and left an impact. What do you think? Why?
Definitely. I think both of the participants, they were full of their confidence, and the points which they presented were really awesome, really brilliant. And the best point which I liked, the way they switched. For me personally, it would have been very hard to switch for this particular topic. but they managed it so well. And yeah, well done, guys. I really appreciate it. I think this was the best debate for us till now, tonight.
Yeah,
I
it
would.
was thrilling.
So yeah, over to Ayush.
Yeah, man, it was really a great debate. Give me like 2 minutes. Let me just go through it, get on with the result, and then I'll announce the result.
Yeah, a huge role on your shoulders. Yeah, responsibility. Okay. In the meanwhile, till Ayush presents with the results. Uh, Aris, do you have any fun activity? Because I am done with all the things. To be very honest, I can only
Oh,
dance.
I don't. Yeah, that's the remain. That's remaining. So, jokes apart. Yeah, guys, do you want to have some riddles? Riddles,
You
questions.
want to have some riddles?
Riddles. Yes, riddles. What do you think? Isn't it a good brain exercise for the for the audience or the participants? They are already eaten. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, Iris, I think you should proceed with your riddle. Let me see what you have got.
All right. So they are easy. As our audience is very intelligent. I think each and everyone would get it. So guys, let's move on to the first question. Ready, guys? Okay, first question is I am not alive, but I can grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. What am I? Should I repeat?
I am
Virus,
not
bubble.
alive, but I can grow. I don't have
Yes,
lungs, but I need air. Wow,
yes,
wonderful
yes,
question.
yes. What do you think? What's the answer? Well, one of our intelligent audience has given the answer, although all are giving correct, guys. It's fire only. See, I was right. You guys are smart. And I think the next riddle, you will answer it again. So the next one is,
No.
sorry.
The result is ready. You can just go on with the riddle and then we'll announce the result.
Okay, Ayush, you can announce it. We'll do it later.
Perfect then. Okay. So how was this debate? I mean, to be honest, it was really, really good. Really, really something that can be commendable, and that was really appreciated by everyone. Like everyone who was hearing this particular debate could just know how good these debaters were, what the quality of the debate was, what the quality of their level of intellect was. That was really something that's on par with any debater that I've ever known. And because of that reason, it was really, really hard for me to just evaluate those people because I mean, how can you evaluate tens and tens and tens? It's just a full quantity. But I had to go through a rigorous process. I had to find out like if there were rebuttals involved, if there were possible rebuttals involved, and multiple directions I had to think before I could actually give the verdict. But we are here with with a heavy heart, announcing that the two people who have actually qualified for the next round or the final round itself are Siddharth and Patty in the same order as their marks, with Siddharth being the highest and Patty being the second highest. and every one of them had only a 1 mark difference in a 45 mark competition. So for this round, we'll have 8 minutes. That's 2 minutes each for the for and against, and for and against. That's how it will go. So with that in mind, let me tell you the judging criteria. The judging criteria for this final round will be the mastery on both sides of the argument. It dictates 15 points. The logical reasoning and the argument strength contributes to 10 points. Rebuttals and counterattacks, they constitute to 10 points. Clarity and articulation constitutes to 5 points. Confidence and composure contributes to 5 points. And adherence to the rules itself contributes to 5 points. So yeah, that's all. And I call upon RS.
Yes, yes. So let me invite the next participant. Siddharth, are you there?
Yes.
Patty, are you ready with your powerful performance?
I'm ready.
Okay. Right. Explain the topic.
Yep, I'm gonna drop the motion in the chats and then I'm gonna explain it. The motion is a bit, I mean, it's a good one. You'll know. It's a really good one. I've chose these motions personally. So Siddharth is gonna favor the topic first, and then Patty is gonna go against, and then the Patty is gonna flip, and Siddharth is gonna flip. So, are you guys ready for the motion in chat? Dropping in 3, 2, 1, and go. So the motion reads that this house believes that athletes from developing countries should accept the offer. In this round, the offer pertains to contract or agreement that makes athletes migrate to developed countries and represent them on internationally recognized sport competitions. I repeat the motion. This house believes that athletes from developing countries should accept the offer. Siddharth is going as for and Patty going as against for the first round. Start.
Reading the motion. Okay. Opportunities, they multiply as they're seized. Ladies and gentlemen, when an athlete receives an offer to migrate to a developed country, they're not just making a career move, they're securing the future. Imagine the situation of their parents, their families, so much better off they would be if they took this. Talent should not be limited by borders, because these underdeveloped countries don't even have the facilities to support their athletic career in the first place. Athletes who accept these offers gain access to world-class training facilities, better coaching, and greater financial stability. These are able to push the boundaries of humanity. Consider Mofra, like who was born in Somalia, but he moved to the UK and became an Olympic legend. Had he stayed in Somalia, his talent would have never reached its full potential. Additionally, financial security. Understand, many athletes in developing countries struggle with inadequate funding. They had to deal with corruption, no infrastructure, but being moving to a developed country, they gain sponsorships and better salaries. This is on a long term, they're way better off. Lastly, those who succeed abroad, they give back to their home countries. What's stopping them from giving back and coming back to the home country and improving the facilities, improving the infrastructure for the other people? They can keep charities, uplifting the sports culture of the nation. If they stayed, they're only going to represent the country and they're going to lose because they don't have the World Cup facilities. If they went, they're going to come back, improve facilities, giving a twofold benefit, both financially to themselves and to countries. Thank you. Wait, is my time done? Okay, sorry. I can go more. Okay, understand that in sports, one must go where opportunities are. Athletes should accept this offer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to sound fancy because so doesn't our athletes. Just imagine you build a magnificent house, investing time, effort, and love only for someone else to move in and claim it. Would that be fair? Athletes from developing nations represent more than just themselves. They are representing 1.4 billion people of this nation. They symbolize their dreams, their identity, and the pride of their country. Accepting offers from other nations means abandoning the people who help shape their talent. What about the loss of national pride and identity? Athletes are national symbols, inspiring millions in their home country. When top athletes switch nations, it demoralizes upcoming players and weakens national sports culture. For example, many African nations lose top players to European teams, weakening their domestic leagues. Developing countries need their heroes. Success breeds success. Seeing a local athlete rise to greatness motivates young talent. If all skilled athletes leave, who will inspire the new generation? For example, Neeraj Chopra's Olympic gold in javelin has inspired a new wave of Indian athletes, not in just javelin, but all of the nation. Number 3, investment and loyalty actually matters. This is what I literally have jotted down in my notebook. Countries invest in athletes from a young age, training, coaching, and facilities. Switching nationalities means turning their back on that investment and their people. For example, Qatar recruits foreign athletes. I read it in a newspaper, but it doesn't produce homegrown champions. This weakens long-term sports development for the country also. Now, closing this, I want to say, an athlete's journey is not just about the medals. It's about the legacy. It's about the national pride. It's about inspiring millions. True champions don't just chase personal success. They uplift their homeland. They are actually speaking there for that. They are actually performing there for that national anthem pride, which is there. They are not getting motivated for the money. If you are thinking, ladies and gentlemen, Neeraj Chopra didn't perform in the Olympics for that gold medal. He actually performed for that national anthem. He already mentioned after getting defeated silver medal to Pakistan's Arshad Nadeem. Thank you.
Patty, it's your turn. Start.
Okay. I have to speak again, turn quoting it?
Yep.
But okay. Ladies and gentlemen, just imagine a gifted artist born in a small village. With limited resources, a world-class institution offers them the opportunity to refine their skill, achieve global recognition, and change their life. This is what happens actually in the field of football. Should they reject it just because they were born elsewhere? Athletes from developing nations deserve opportunities to compete, train, and succeed at the highest levels. Denying them this right is unfair and limits their potential. This is so true. Lack of facilities and support in developing countries is actually the main reason. When we are talking about the debate why India is not producing medals on the Olympic level, why not we talk about the grassroots development, which is still lacking? Many developing nations lack proper sports infrastructure, funding, and training facilities. Athletes often struggle with government negligence, delayed payments, or even corruption in sports federation. Even I myself have faced that. Personal growth and better competition, who doesn't want? Competing for a developed nation means access to world-class coaches, nutritionists, and advanced training. Their potential is maximized, allowing them to compete at the highest level without financial struggles. For example, Wilson Kipketer, a Kenyan-born athlete, accepted Danish citizenship and became a world record-holding runner. He achieved success that he might not have reached under Kenya's struggling sports system. So what is wrong with that? Sports is a profession just like medicine or engineering. If a nation cannot support its athletes, why should they be forced to say? Government in developing nations often fail to provide athletes with stable incomes, while other nations offer financial security and career longevity. For example, many Indian origin cricket players for the USA and Canada, because of better pay and playing opportunities, are actually playing there. Talent has no borders. If an athlete's home country cannot support them, they have every right to seek opportunities elsewhere. We do not ask scientists or artists to reject global opportunity. Why should we say athletes the same? Thank you.
See, understand. I'll tell you one word: fair play. The most important thing in the Olympic Games is not winning, but the participation and representation of your country, right? Ladies and gentlemen, at the heart of sports lies the principle of fair play. An athlete's commitment to honesty, integrity, and respect for the game. When athletes migrate to developed countries in search of better opportunities, they must ask themselves, is this move truly about growth, or does it undermine the spirit of fair competition? The spirit of fair play should be upheld. Why? Because sport should be a competition of representing your country. What the whole point of international competition is to make sure that the person in that particular land is representing the country with pride, knowing that they have these issues in the country, knowing that they have very unfair advantages against developed nations, if they still go ahead and represent their underdeveloped country and win in international play, what happens is their country gets that prestige, their country gets that respect, and an underdeveloped country will get global attention, and global attention is going to give them way more diplomatic relations than they actually have. That is what sport is majorly about. The athlete, he should think about his own country, because why? He has his own family in the country living there. He can't understand that this offer is only for the athlete, not for his family. His family is still living in the underdeveloped nation. Insofar, as long as the underdeveloped nation remains underdeveloped, his future generations going forward are still going to suffer. And how can a person who's spent so much time in his lovable country understand and willingly go to another country and emigrate purely on the basis of economic income? He will be losing his roots, and we all see how hardly it is affecting people who lose their roots when they go to other countries. They lose their identity. The preservation of the athlete's identity is of prime importance, because that's what is going to maintain his future generations. That what kind of a man is my grandfather? Did he just like sell away my country because of money? That's not a question that a grandchild should ask themselves. With that being said, Dr. Post.
Aris just unmuted. I think you're out of words, just like me.
Yeah,
Wow,
please.
what a debate it was. Uh, Seriously, I don't
I
have
think
words for it.
why? Don't you think it was just a verbal roller coaster with lots of twists and turns?
Exactly.
Pure
And
fire it was.
I really want to
I was
appreciate
just,
both of the participants.
yeah, I was just listening, and I was, yes, I was in other world while listening to them.
Yeah, you
Indeed, a
guys really
final round.
mesmerized. Hmm.
True.
That's what we all were expecting. And to be very honest, Siddharth and Patty, you were my favorite uh, participants, the top two participants, and you reached the final. I'm very much happy about that. And the debate, yeah, it really matched the expectations. Thank you so much, guys. It was killing, actually. I could use this word. It was really killing, the final round. Thank you so much. And now we leave to Mr. Ayush. I think he has left the VC for preparing the
No,
debate.
I haven't left. I haven't left, and this debate was what I actually strived for in this competition. The whole reason why this spot on debate is happening, just to witness this particular debate, just to witness these depths of intellect clashing with each other on ideologies that are abstract in this particular scenario. And it was nothing that can be compared to any experience that you have in a debate. Like when two intellectual people who have the intellect to actually understand motion as complex as these itself, and to debate on them, and in a format that's turncoat, where you don't have a definitive side itself and you have to defend the exact opposite of the thing you were defending just a minute before. It's epitome of debate, and it's epitome of debating skills. And I was really like flabbergasted by this particular thing. But see, it was a really tough decision, and really tough decision. And I'll read you out the whole decision itself, just to let you know how exactly it went. So the first thing that we count on in the particular verdict is the first criteria: the mastery of both sides of the argument. The mastery was tremendous from both of them. From both of them, the mastery was something that was on par. Then comes the logical reasoning. The logical reasoning and argument strength. I have written one whole pages for both of them. But the thing that actually differentiated both of them was the rebuttals and the counterattacks. In this particular segment, in this very particular substrata of segments was the one participant which lacked just by 1 point. So it is nothing a short of wonder to actually say that a person has lost, because from every aspect of it, it was a tie. Every aspect of it is a tie except this one particular aspect, and that's reverters and counterattacks. So, without wasting any more time and without giving any more suspense to you guys, the winner of the tournament of this EL sport debate is Siddharth. That's all, guys. So that was all from me. Now you can take over. Why and Aris?
Thank you so much, Ayush, and many congratulations to Siddharth. You you really did great, and you mesmerized the audience, I have to say. And also, I would like to not console, but yeah, I would like to thank Patty as well. You really put a tough fight against Siddharth. But yeah, as we all know that at the end of the day, we have only one winner, and that was Siddharth. So many congratulations to you, Siddharth. I would like to invite you to speak a few words, Siddharth.
Okay, hi. Am I audible?
Yes, Siddharth, you're audible.
Very good.
How was your
First of all,
experience? You have to just
it was
share.
amazing. Because I came to English Learners, I think 3 days ago. It was I think my first debate was like very, very recent. And I have to say, I've been into multiple national tournaments and multiple debating societies. Every debating society is very toxic because there's a lot of how do I say disagreements happening. But this particular community, I love the way you guys support each other. Like whoever is winning or whoever is losing, you guys support no matter what. You guys didn't even know me, yet in the chat, you guys support me at every single time. I don't reply because I don't want to undermine anybody's like support, but you guys should know I'm really, really grateful for like the amount of support you guys show me on a very constant basis. Like a very supportive people you guys are. I'm really flabbergasted by this. Love you guys, dude.
Indeed, Siddharth. English Learners is indeed a one-of-a-kind platform, I have to say. I've been there for 1 year, and honestly, my experience has been brilliant. The way the people support each other, especially the admins and all. It's a really, I would say, the best platform over Telegram to, to improve yourself. Not just for English, but for your self-growth, your personality development, as well as your confidence. Thank you so much, Siddharth, and yeah, congratulations once again. I would like to invite Patty if you wants to speak something. Run up for the night.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. At the outside, I want to congratulate him. Actually, it was never about winning or losing for me. I wanted to participate. I enjoyed the process. I'm happy. Even after killing my time, not having my dinner, but yeah, I'm happy because I know I have resources. I can still manage them. Yeah, it was good experience, to be honest. I also came here. I'm also a tyro. I'm also not very experienced. I came before some days. Then I saw that thread of somebody was posting about debate. So I was like, okay, why not to participate in that? I came here. It was a healthy discussion. I enjoyed thoroughly. And yeah, it's a great interactive session in which we can get to know each other. Yeah, looking forward to more such interactive sessions and debates. Thank you so much.
Definitely. I have to say that we all are very fortunate enough to get you both guys. Since you all both have joined very recently, we are really fortunate enough to get to listen to you and how you guys debated and just, I would say, participated in the debate. Thank you so much, both of you. So I think it's time to wind up. I really want to thank each and everyone, starting from Mr. Ayush, our judge. Thank you so much, Ayush, for taking out your time and being a fair judge and the topics which you have brought. Ayush is there in the VC? No, he is not there. Okay, but still, I will. Okay, he's there. I would like to thank him. Thank you so much, Ayush, for accepting this post of a judge and also providing for such brilliant topics. Really, round 3 and round 4, the topics which you provided were absolutely great. And I got to know the Mac has also worked behind the topics. So again, thank you so much, Mr. Mac, for those topics. I forgot to mention my co-host Aris. I'm not, appreciating her because she didn't appreciate me a lot. I'm sad. Okay, jokes apart. Aris, you were really a lovely co-host, I have to say. Very supportive, very understanding. And yeah, earlier I was thinking to host the debate alone, but now I realized it would have been a tragedy for me. You really helped me a lot. Thank you so much. And apart from that, I would like to also thank Samira for her support throughout, for organizing everything, for the posters and all. I will not forget to mention AK for maintaining the timer throughout the debate. Thank you so much, AK. Yeah, Aris, you want to say something?
Thank you for the compliment. And I'd like to add one thing. To all our participants, I personally felt this, that win or lose, some are present here, some are not present here, but to each and every one of you, win or lose, you made us think, you know, you made us question, and most importantly, you made this debate unforgettable for us. Seriously, I learned so much. Some of the topics I was unaware of, but I came to know by you only. So thank you all. Thank you. Why? Although you are getting praise in your DMs, as you already mentioned, but still, it's worth praising you. Yeah, you were very, those words you said, it means a lot. And the organizers, Shagun, our judge, who brought up such insightful topics, and most of all, the participants. Thank you all. Over to you, I.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you, all of you, and the audience as well. You were there, very participated very enthusiastically. I can see in the chat box the way you supported all the participants throughout the debate. It was really wonderful. Yeah, and the last but not the least, Miss Shagun. Yeah, how can I forget her? The organizer. Thank you so much, Shagun. I know how hard it has been for you in the last 2 days, running there and here and there and getting the participants, getting the format done, and coordinating with the judges, with the participants, and with the organizers. You really did a great job, Shagun. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, once again. Thanks for joining. Good night. And yeah, bye bye.
I want
Thank you.
to say something. Hmm?
Um, yep. Sorry.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, actually, I just want to take a very little moment to express my gratitude towards all this stuff, whatever I have experienced today. So I'm first of all, like, I was not sure about this debate, whether I will participate in this or not. I was taking very casually, but the moment I heard the participants, oh my God, especially Siddharth, Pathy, and also there are a lot of people like Ram, Ruik, they will know, they are very experienced about the debate, but I heard some new faces today, and I was literally shocked, like how can people has this kind of knowledge and they're on the spot speaking all this stuff without any preparation. So that was a very thoughtful experience for me, and I really, really find myself very fortunate enough that I'm surrounded by such a knowledgeable people, such amazing people, where I'm learning everything, each and everything, every day. So I'm very thankful for those participants, those who are opponent of mine, and I'm really thankful for the Siddharth also, because he was the first, in the first round, he was my opponent, and was literally shocked. What he is speaking, my God, I'm not understanding anything. But despite, I try to manage myself and I spoke whatever came in my mind. But that was really amazing experience. And Siddharth, congratulations for the winning and getting this victory. You did very amazing.
Thank, thank you very much. Actually, I am a lot into business and stuff. So customer acquisition cost is the amount of money a company spends per customer to get him to buy a product. So that's the definition. It's an econ debate. In econ debates, we use jargons. Just a little bit of information for you.
Yeah, I was not aware about that term. That's why that there only I lost my confidence, and you were having upper hand.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for that. I didn't know we shouldn't use jargons. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Anam, for your kind words. You take all the things so sportingly. I really appreciate that. Okay, if anyone wants to say something, yeah, definitely they can before we wind up the session.
I just wanted to appreciate you both. I think, as Ryuk was also mentioning this thing, you both were the one who was the real charm. I mean, you were so engaging, keep on asking the questions and then joking around, and it was not looking very fake. Like you got some chemistry. Anyway, I couldn't speak more. I just wanted to appreciate you and everyone. And yes, specifically Patty and Siddharth. And Batman and one more was there in the last round. That
Rahul.
person was also, yeah, Rahul. Yes, and they all were really great, and every other participant. Thanks for joining. That's all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shravan, for appreciating all the participants, and especially the top four, and also for saying a lie about us that we did great. It was a formality, I know this, but anyways, thank you so much. We did whatever came to our mind. Seriously, we didn't plan anything, me and RS. So yeah, but okay. Jokes
By the way,
apart, thank you so much.
we are forgetting one thing. Why?
What?
There was a request from when you asked that who is the best singer. Everyone was mentioning one name.
Your name. RS, your name. I
Hey,
can see RS. So yeah, you can sing definitely. Sing an English song.
it was among the admin and Shagun was there. So I would like to
I think it's time
ask
to
Shagun
wind
on
up
the
the
stage.
debate, guys. Good night.
Please, Shagun, you are an admin. Everyone wanted you.
Keep delivering. Yeah, bye. You can wind up.
Okay, yeah, sure. So thank you so much again, everyone, for joining and being a part, be it a participant or be as an audience. I really hope you enjoyed the debate, and yeah, it really feels so good that you joined us with so much enthusiasm, and it motivates us to hold such sessions on a regular basis. Thank you so much, guys.